Hello, all my Leos. Welcome to your Unity reading. And what we're going to be focusing on and for this reading is we're just going to ask the Creator, what do you want us to know about our union, about our unity? These last couple years, I would say, we've had a lot more division that's been happening in our world. And for many different reasons in many different places, of course, but there's this, division that's been happening. And so the Creator, when I asked, what do I want to do for an extra reading for August, totally came through clearly: union and unity. And then I was prompted to look at the moon cycles for August, for the new moon and the full moon. And the new moon, I looked up, and it's going to be in Leo on August 8th. And what's interesting is some of the energies around that moon is about uniting the needs of an individual with the needs of the whole. And so it's all about the new moon setting intentions around that and, of course, taking action on that. And I'm like, well, how perfect is that? Individuals, division coming together for the whole. And then if that wasn't amazing enough, I went and looked at the full moon, which is on August 22nd, and that's going to be in Aquarius. And the characteristics of an Aquarius, they have strong concerns for humanity, not for human, but for humanity, like a wholeness of humanity. They have a way of looking at things in new ways, which requires them to be objective of the view of others' actions, of others' beliefs, of others', mindsets as well. So it was really cool. And then, the Aquarian, of course, is the water bearer. So what they do for us is they show us what we're really thirsty for. And they bring us in those vases, they bring us the living waters that quench us forever. And my interpretation of that is that those waters are the waters of unconditional love. That's what truly gives us that quenching of our thirst. So I'm excited with that jumping in here. So all my Leos, before we start the reading, I do always like to try to start my readings with welcoming the Creator, acknowledging your beautiful presence and our gratitude that you desire to be with every second of every day, and that all those seconds are filled with your unconditional love toward us. We're so grateful that for all those things. It's just unimaginable about the desire that you have to be so intimately intertwined with us. So thank you, and we welcome you. And we also welcome our large group of support on the other side, all those beings of unconditional love and light that want to help bring through our messages. We welcome and thank you as well. All right, so we're going to start off here by pulling a card here from the Blue Messiah cards. And I always intuitively pull the cards. They all jump out to me on what I'm going to use. Sometimes I have no reason why. And as I was gathering these to get ready, I was like, oh yeah, makes total sense. Blue Messiah is all about, that's the Messiah was like the child of God, and that was part of the Trinity, three in one, the Divine Father, the Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, or Comforter if you're in the Christian faith, and the Son, right? Jesus Christ, Messiah. And what's been amazing over this last year, getting the strong communication and information around us being part of our own little Trinity. The Mother and Father of all things, our Creator, has the ability to be everywhere at the same time, 100%. And so we can be that only child, and can have that relationship with the Creator as an only child because the Creator is capable of that. We don't have to share the Creator's attention with the trillions and trillions of our brothers and sisters of souls, that are all out there, all those beings. We can have this intimate only child relationship with the Creator. So I love that. That's part of the union message for all of us. All right, Creator, for our Leos, what would you like them to know about their union and unity, please? What would you like Leos to know about their union and unity. These cards are all leaping out, so make it really obvious for us. You definitely have a lot of energy. Well, makes sense. Leo, a fire, our fire energy, fire sign. And you got authenticity. And I love this. You know, you have all those masks, and then you have the true you behind it. And so the message for union and unity for our Leos is that realizing that everyone is playing a character here. You know, what divides us is that these characters are independent and different and act independently. So all these human avatars and characters we play are so different, wanting different things, wanting different experiments, wanting different experiences, that they clash. And that division naturally does that because everyone is, off in a different direction. So that is what, comes to be. But if we realize behind all those characters is the same type of actor, which is all of us, we are all powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit beings made of unconditional love. That when we connect to that side of us and become aware of that, we get caught up in the drama. But when we can take a deep breath and realize, oh wait, that's not me, that's just who I'm playing, this is the real me, that's the real authentic me, then that is what helps bring us back to union. Because it's like being in a play, like what's the type of play that they do it on the spur of the moment? It's not like all scripted. I can't think of it right now. Improv. Now I remember it. Thank you, Spirit. So, it's like a giant improv play where all these characters, we're pretending to be all these different characters. And if we get involved and get defensive, in the actual play itself and start taking things people are saying personally, and we start, we lose ourselves, but then we can find ourselves again when we realize, everyone's laughing, and we're having a good time, right? So I'm also going to read from the book here. Let's see what a message we have. And that's number 1, unity. Hello. How did I miss that? So it's number 1, just for record purposes. Number 1. So authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. And that's by Brené Brown. It says, your wisdom is the result of your courage to break through the walls that once limited yourself. This card reminds you to reflect on how much you have already achieved, dear one. Reflect on the breakthroughs and ask yourself if there are any more walls or masks that still need to be removed. Breaking through walls is like taking off self-constructed social masks, masks that serve only to hide your true authentic nature and conceal the full radiance and magnificence of your light. Your connection to your soul is lost when masks are worn and freedom is traded in for social facades. Being authentic, however, is the result of accepting both the light and the shadow aspects of yourself. It's about allowing your soul's true expression of light to shine through despite your mind's hesitancy. Authenticity is having the courage to be true to your very core. Dear one, release any fears you hold about what others may expect from you. It can sometimes be all too easy to get lost in the spiritual identity of self and live your life trapped in the expectations of others. So true, there's a spiritual ego as well. I have a close relationship with that spiritual ego. As much as it is your natural state to inspire and uplift others, remember to always be true to yourself. This could simply mean putting yourself first or taking some time out to rejuvenate your own energy resources. And the chakra for this is the solar plexus and throat. Solar plexus for me, it's the yellow. It's about how you relate to yourself, which makes total sense with, identifying, is this me or is this me? And that relationship you have with yourself. And the throat chakra is all about putting our unconditional love into action through our speech, through our throat, through our mouth, and also through our outstretched arms. So the actions through our arms and our fingers, social media posts, emails, texts, right? How are we communicating unconditional love? And these come with an exercise, so if this resonates with you, you can do that if you'd like. And it asks, what does authenticity mean to you? Write down what comes to you and the reasons why it's so important to be authentic. And the affirmation for this card is, I am courageous and free, living a life authentically, being me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, I really feel the message for Leos is that, which is interesting because Leo suns have a tendency to look at your outer appearance. It's just like one of your beautiful challenges of your life because you're a lion. You have a beautiful mane, you are beautiful. But those are the messages, like looking at your true, authentic self and really connecting to that place in your life, right? Where you can look past all these characters that are playing all these roles, whether it's the victim, the villain, or the hero, to higher above that. The actor behind every one of those characters is a being of unconditional love in the spiritual world. All right. Next, we're going to pull a card here from these unicorn oracle cards, which, of course, makes total sense. Unicorn, one horn. So it's all about unity and oneness. So we'll see what else the creator would like Leos to know about their unity and their union. All right, creator, what else do you want Leos to know about unity? About union, okay. You got passion. Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. It's like on fire, which is totally cool because, Leo is a fire sign. So you're being you, even though you're a horse, but you're a lion. You're a lion horse. And you just have that energy, that fire, that passion, being you. And what I loved about this card too is it talked about, your shadow side, your human character you're playing is a part of you as well. We don't want to, downplay that. Our spiritual ego kicks in and goes, I must destroy my ego. But it's just this plot and this ploy for us to keep in this loop of trying to destroy and reject and judge ourselves instead of just lovingly open our arms to every part of ourselves and embrace it and use that energy to express unconditional love. And sometimes that fiery passion comes through as anger, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with feeling all of the emotions. You can see all the red and the yellows, those are our root chakra. You got red, orange, reddish, orangish, and yellow. So those are all the three lower chakras, which represent our earthly experience here. How we're interacting with a large group of people, how we're interacting one-on-one with someone else, and how we're interacting one-on-one with us, with the us inside. And so just allowing that passion, allowing you to shine through, allowing your fire to come through. And what's amazing is that as you release yourself from so many restrictions, you do have all this energy. You just feel like you're almost on fire because all that energy you were using to try to maintain all these masks of trying to be who you think everyone else wanted you to be, when you stop investing energy in all that, all your energy fills you up and you get to express you. All right, let me read from the book here too. Sorry, I got a little passionate there. Bada-bum. So it says, life can be an exciting adventure if you want it to be. You never have to settle for less or accept feeling bored or unfulfilled. You can live a fraction of the possibilities that are available to you, or you can open your arms wide and say yes to life. This fire unicorn is here to ignite the fires of passion in your heart and set your life ablaze with energy and enthusiasm. Do more of what lights you up and fearlessly pursue your passions in both your career and personal life. Have the courage to go traveling, change jobs, or start your own business or nonprofit association. Take a stand for what you believe in. Speak out on issues you care about and get more involved in making a difference. Get out into the world and laugh more, dance more, love more, live more. Leave the fine and normal behind and choose a new life of amazing and fabulous. Decide to play the game of life by your own rules, living boldly with a sparkle in your eye and a fire in your heart. This card can also be a call to increase your energy levels so you naturally feel more alive. Clean up your diet, get more sleep, exercise regularly, and nurture your body. When your energy levels are high, so too is your passion for life. Beautiful. I love that. Just grab a quick drink of water here. Thank you. I'm going to pull some cards now from the Light Seers deck. Let's get some validation, some confirmation, or some new information. And what the Creator wants our Leos to know about their unity and their union. All right, Creator, what else do you want Leos to know, please? Okay, nope. Okay. One of those two, okay. So you got those two and those two. Any others? Okay. Those are it there. All right. Yes. 8 of Wands. And so 8, this is coming out in the month of August. And this is all about, bzam, talk about passion. This is going to come out of nowhere too. It's going to feel like as you make these awarenesses for yourself with this authenticity, it's just going to feel like they just come out of nowhere. But so much magic, so much, and it comes from the outside too. You're gonna feel just this electric magicness about your life, and it's going to be in all areas. So not only is it going to be this internal stuff, which makes total sense because we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. So when this spark and this passion and this all this new energy is ignited within you, you naturally see it sparking in the outside world as well, because your viewpoint of what the world is and what's going on in it totally changes as you change. Yep. And you got the Temperance here. So, the passion that comes, just I'm hearing this, like, you don't hold back, but don't try to take over the world either. Use it for good. And that's funny because there is no good or bad, from their viewpoint. They're just, saying you'll know balance. And you have the world here, which is your masks, your physical world. And then you have your fire again, being your spiritual side and your higher self. And there's this cycle, which makes an 8. It's the infinity symbol, it goes like that. And so, again, a number 8 for August, it's just about just balancing that and going that ebb and flow, and just understand that you'll have high where this energy is coming in, and then it'll simmer down, and then it'll speed back up again and simmer down. And so just embrace it and go with it. I mean, you got an 8, you have the, and then you have the infinity symbol, which is 8 on its side. And you have the Ten of Swords, which is the exhaustion card in my mind, because you have all these thoughts. You've been trying to, be all things to all people. And like we talked about, before this passion, this energy hits, it's because you're exhausted. Usually on these cards, they have the person laying down, face down in the sand with all the swords in their back, because they're like all those thoughts and beliefs and shoulds and supposed to be's and have to's and needs to be's and all that just wore you out. And that's where you're at. And what's great about that, though, is it's a time to celebrate, because 1 + 0 = 1. It's an ending and a new beginning. And once all those thoughts, you just let those go. Look, you're at so much peace, walking, the sun's rising above here, and you're, moving to a new horizon, onto new things. And that's when this passion hits. That's when this energy hits, because you're no longer trying to cage all those crows and keep them out from building a nest in your hair. You're letting them go. Makes total sense. Queen of Swords. So you're mastering your mind, and then you have your heart here too. This is the Ace of Cups that's being protected and being maintained inside you. So the Queen of Swords is about feeling the emotions of your thoughts as well. So she normally is, she holds a sword for protection, but she also is not in a defensive stance. She's in sitting, and she's in the regular tarot. She has a hand open, which means she has her open mind. She's allowing other things in, while at the same time, protecting the thoughts that mean the most to her. So that is kind of a little message there is, because it shows there's this one thought way up here that's way up in your mind, that you still want to hold on to. And that's okay. The kind of this dual message between these two cards coming here is that you don't have to let go of everything. And you never have to let go of anything you don't want to. And that's sometimes thinking that we have to let our ego go and kill our ego and, get rid of all our thoughts, becomes a point of contention within us, right? We're like, well, that doesn't sound fun anymore then if I have to let it all go. It's like, no, you only can let go what no longer serves you, what no longer excites you, what no longer makes your heart sing. Sometimes we're maintaining, all the stuff that we're like, do I really? It's like keeping old clothes up in your closet that, one day I'll wear those. And then you sort through and you're like, you know what? I'm never going to wear these again. These are going. Yep. And then here, this is individual success. You're in your garden by yourself, enjoying your abundance. And this is that message that was in here about being selfish, right? About it's okay to take time for you. It's okay for you to be successful and be able to have things that you want to enjoy in your life. You don't have to sacrifice everything for everyone else. You came here to experience abundance. You are not responsible for everyone else's happiness and emotions, because you could literally give someone the world, which I know you probably have felt that way in the past, and they still chose or will choose to be unhappy. Because if they're unhappy on the inside, there's nothing you can do about it, and you can't make them, be happy or not. Yeah, I do believe we can make it harder for someone to choose to be happy, or easier for someone to choose to be happy, but ultimately their happiness is their choice as well as yours, right? All right, beautiful. And lastly, because in the month of August, the Aquarians are bringing us, that water bears are bringing us that beautiful living waters of love, we're going to pull a card here from the Journey of Love Oracle. For your final message, Leos, what would you like your final message to be to the Leos creator? Okay, I feel like that was the one there. It is God Speaks, number 33. So there you have the Trinity twice, 3 and 3. So I love this final message for you as a reminder that you do have your own Trinity. And this is God Speaks. It says, the divine is speaking to you directly. Underneath the silence, there is the endless music of love pulsating throughout the universe. Within that sacred sound, there is guidance. It may or may not have words. It might be a feeling in your heart that you can only access when you are still, relaxed, dancing, in a yoga practice, or even half asleep. It assures you that behind any struggle or challenge, there is only ever the divine seeking you out, calling you to surrender some fear or doubt or other so you can move closer. Trust in the sound of love beyond anything else, for in truth, no matter what may appear to be, there is nothing else. This oracle brings you guidance. You're being loved into becoming. Be open to being shown the divine genius in all that is happening. If you feel you're being nudged, know you are being nudged by the divine. If you feel you're being held back, know you are being held back by the divine. All is happening perfectly for you, and all will unfold in divine timing. The divine is speaking to you. When you are captivated by the beauty of nature or an illogical sense that everything is okay, listen. That's the divine talking to you, reassuring you that all is unfolding according to spiritual law in perfect cooperation with your own destiny. Beautiful. I really love that because, when you come down to, if you think you're one of trillions of souls that the Creator's kind of partially paying attention to, you might feel like your life's out of control and things are happening to you instead of happening for you. But when you change that whole perspective to you are the only child of the Creator in that relationship, special relationship you have with the Creator, then you know that the Creator is going to spoil you. The mother and father of all things wants everything for you, and they're going out of their way, way out of their way to make sure that you know you are special, and that everything that's unfolding is going to be for your highest experience, your highest vibration of love. And I love the message here too, that God speaks to us all the time. The Creator is always listening to us, hears us no matter what. But the Creator speaks to us, and the only way we can hear, and this kind of even represents like the wavelength, right, is that there's the radio station of the earth of fear, and this frequency is not where we hear the Creator. The Creator on the other side, all those beings of unconditional love and light, speak the language of love, which is a high frequency, high vibration. And so if we want to be able to hear clearly, we have to tune in to that radio station and raise our vibration up to that. And it's like, well, how do we do that? You focus on unconditional love. You focus on peace. You focus on joy and laughter, gratitude. You're thankful for everything that we have. You live from a place of unconditional love. And so you get into a place of peace. Breathe deep breaths, like it mentioned about, is it being in prayer, meditation, dancing, half asleep, whatever it is where you come to this place of peace, that is when you can hear clearly what God is saying, what the Creator is telling you, and you can hear it with clarity. And it's an amazing thing, and it's true, it works. The more I've lowered fear vibration in my life, the clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer the messages are, and you start to see synchronicities everywhere. You start to understand how everything's connected. You start to understand why the drama is happening. And you can still participate in the drama even while it's happening, but you do it from an awareness of the actor, not caught up in the character, right? So I love this for you. Just know as you go through this month of August, and with everything, with this journey that you have here around unity and union, that every second you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, as if you are their only child. So enjoy that journey. Know that I love you too, and we'll talk to you soon. You take care now.